man. How much can one freaking girl take?
I'm gonna do something a little different for this episode, and I'm gonna come on camera to talk about Daria. Daria is a show I used to watch in the early 2000s. Wow. But the funny thing is that around the time the show came out, I didn't fully understand or grasp the topics, the jokes, innuendos, because I was a kid. I'm not gonna show my age, but let's just say I went to high school years later. And now since I'm an adult, I can look back and appreciate the freaking humor in here, because some parts of this episode is actually kind of funny, but other parts is like, dang, this show kind of deep. So let's go ahead and get started with the Unboxing Daria episode. We begin with the sound of cars skidding off a road, and it's black, so we don't know what the fuck happened. Carl's kitchen shows us to drop off the family's new fridge, and the mom's making jokes about the fridge, about food poisoning, la-di-da-di-da, and Daria came in with a, one-liner.
There's nothing funny about food poisoning.
Unless someone else gets it, then it's Frivolity City.
Funny, you get it? Now we're at the high school scene, and it is Lawndale High, the most realistic high school that I've seen on television at this time. I think still to this day, I ain't gonna lie. But the vibes, the cultures, the antics, the cliques, bro, everything. Because nobody wants no High School Musical school, just saying. We see Daria talking to her bestie about Tom, her man, and the bestie guessed that he is leaving for the Cove, and it made me suspicious because, sis, how the fuck you know? Then one of the most caring teachers in the world asked Daria,
"It's about the freshman tours. You know, the tours we give students who will be entering school next year."
He shared his motivation for asking her, and pretty much she shot him down.
Forget it.
Empathetic?
Well, yes, Daria.
I don't think I can bring myself to say anything encouraging about a place that strip searches for Cheez-Its.
Darn it, Daria. This is an opportunity to polish up those people skills. I promised myself I'd get you to do this.
Why?
Because I care.
Then you need to work on your callousness skills.
Fast forward, Tom invites Daria to the wedding, and she shoots that down too. She's just curbing everybody in this bitch. Then he invites her to the reception. Guess what? Double shot down. I don't know why y'all putting up with this. We go back to Daria's house. Her mom asks how they like the refrigerator. Daria said, fuck that question, and noticed that the refrigerator box is still left outside. However, her mom don't want that shit outside, so she asked Daria and her sister to go take it to the curb. Suddenly, Daria asked if they had a refrigerator box laying around when she was younger. It was such an odd question when she asked that, but later on, I understand why. Then her mom made a jab and slightly a shady joke, saying that she don't remember Daria playing at all. Not that much. Next, you see the girls taking a box to the curb, and Daria was talking to her sister about the box. But low-key, Quinn is Quinn, and she couldn't be too bothered about the question, so she dismissed her. Like every other thing that Quinn has done, Quinn don't give a fuck. It's Quinn's world, and we just all renting a car from her. Jeez. Then she asked why Dad took a last-minute trip, and I had a feeling that she had an issue with him taking a last-minute trip when her mom brought it up, because the reaction that she had, but I digress. Later on that night, she had a flashback, which caused her to bring the box back in the house in present time. Her mom saw the box the next day and ordered Quinn to move it, but Quinn had a BF, bro. And if you don't know what a BF is, I'll show you.
I'm gonna have a BF. Oh my god, she's gonna have a bitch fit. Oh.
Daria saved the box in time before it got taken by the trash collectors. Now we back at the school once again, and guess who's leading the freshman tour? A fucking jock, and not any jock, this jock. I have my reasons why I don't want him to leave, but whatever. So the teacher came back and trying to convince Daria again to lead the freshman tours, and he pulled a Hail Mary, bro. He asked Jane to join Daria, and she was down for it because look, homegirl is an innovator. Look, she sees the bigger picture. She don't want to be in class. The easy way to not be in class and not get in trouble is to lead the freshman tour, duh. The teacher was,
I want them to see that Lawndale High is the sort of school that embraces all kinds of students.
However, she was taken back by his remark.
An outcast, an oddball, a fifth wheel, and you want me to tell other oddballs that life at Lawndale High will be just peachy?
Daria, is everything all right?
No. Why do I have to be pegged as the misfit all the time? I can get along with people.
Sis, look, you ain't gotta convince us, you gotta convince yourself. Finally, she confronts her mom about the box, and she said she doesn't know what she's talking about. She don't know about this fight. Daria got fed up, and she just ripped the band-aid off. It's like, look, I remember a fight, bro. But her mom don't give two fucks that she remembers or not, because she ain't telling nothing. So if I do something illegal, I need her to be by my side. So she was a little bit frustrated, calls her man Tom, and asks, you know, can I still come? But it's so weird because he's taken back by her change of heart, and she misinterprets it as Tom doesn't want her to come over no more. So she just misunderstanding everything right now. Conversation is sour. She gonna call him, get him all this other stuff. Blase, blase, blase. Next day, Jane's over, and she's talking the box over with Jane, but Jane doesn't fully understand what the box is for because Daria's not giving anybody any information of substance. How the fuck we supposed to help you, bro? So finally, Daria realizes that the box sued her for some reason. So that's when she decided to get inside, and she had a flashback. And the flashback was of her father, frustrated that Daria's not fitting in with the other kids. After Daria came out the box, Quinn even remembered what happened, and it was a big fight, and it is something that happened, which made Daria flashback to a therapy session. So she had a therapy session as a child, and she had her read cards to explore her imagination, and she had to talk her feelings over, her thoughts with a therapist. And that's where she admitted that no, she does not like to play with other kids, and two, they make fun of her, which I see the point, sis. I don't understand why everybody tripping. And she don't like to play games. She just want to be by herself, and she likes to read, bro. In the car, you can tell the dad's frustrated, and he's tired of going to these countless sessions with no fruit. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're over here planting seeds and shit like that, and no fruits coming from these trees, if you get my drift. So her mom added that they can't keep taking off of work to make sure she attends these therapy sessions. And I get it. Adult stuff is about to happen right now, and girl, your time is running out. You need to make some progress, sweetheart. But she claims that she's trying, bro. But Daria is explaining that, you know, the reason why she's not being successful is because she doesn't want to get along with the other kids. She doesn't care for the other kids. And baby Quinn is not helping anything. She's just inserting herself like Quinn does. So finally, Daria got frustrated with the situation. She said, I'm tired. So when they got home, she went right into the house. No ifs, ands, or buts. Later on that night, the dad was frustrated about everything from his job to his home life. And especially, he was frustrated with the lack of progress from Daria. And her mother tried to defend Daria and say that, hey, look, she's a kid. We need to approach situations with that fact in mind. She decided to get up from her bed, and she looked visibly disturbed. And she went ahead and went into the refrigerator box that she actually colored on and made a little house. It looks like her safe place, her safety net, somewhere that she feels comfortable with, doesn't have to deal with outside people or kids making fun of her or getting on her fucking nerves. She could just get into this nice box, secluded, isolated, and she can probably, I'm pretty sure she's going to read and enjoy her time there and don't have to worry about anything. So I get why at this point, why she's so drawn to this box. Everybody wants to feel a sense of safety, wants a sense of comfortability, wants to feel good inside. So I understand, bro. Fast forward to present day, her dad comes home from this trip, and Daria's still sitting in the box. So when he comes home, he realizes that Daria's acting strange. And the mom said, yeah, I'm noticing it too. So that's when Quinn said, it's about that fight y'all had years ago, and I remember it, so clean that shit up. So her parents went to the box that she was sitting in and negotiated. Daria will come out the box unless they come out and talk to her and talk for real this time. And they agreed. We get to the living room, and Daria flat out asked about that fight. Her mom said, yes, there was a fight. Her dad tried to play in their face and said no. But he realized the mom ain't budging, so he said, fuck it, yeah. The mother explained the frustrations that they were experiencing. And Daria explained that other kids didn't excite her at that time. That's why she didn't bother to get along with kids. Her father explained that he was tense too. And her mother explained that Daria was just the last straw, and a fight just broke out. So Daria took it as she caused a marital drift, but her parents reassured her that it was not that. The fight was a buildup of a compilation of things that they're going through at work, home, just everyday life, just beating them up every day. And she came up as a topic, and it just went full steam ahead. Daria didn't like that response, didn't like this conversation, so she dipped. So as she drove, she talked to Tom's family, and they never rescinded their invitation. So she decided to go up there after all. As she was driving up there, the rain became heavier than expected. A few cars ahead of her lost control, and to make sure people didn't hit each other, people just swerved out the way. And Daria did the same thing. She swerved out the way, was able to not hit anyone. She met up with her bestie Jane, and they talked about what happened. Daria says that she believes that her parents were torturing her, but now she feels that it's the other way around. She's torturing them. She realizes that she thought she was being her, but actually she's being a pain for everybody else. Daria went back home, and her parents were relieved. She talked to her parents again. They explained that they were unhappy because they didn't want to see her unhappy. Daria asked the burning question, am I a misfit? Her mom just reminded her about the times that she just didn't want to react. She realized that she's antisocial and that's something completely okay. After they gained an understanding, Daria decided to go to her room to go to sleep, and she let her parents know that she's not the easiest kid, but she's grateful for them. Daria gets to her bedroom, and I saw one of the nicest gestures that I ever seen Quinn do. Quinn put the refrigerator box in Daria's room with a note. Next, we're on a new day, and she's in a better place with Tom. She actually ended up doing the freshman tours with her best friend Jane. She has a better understanding about her parents, Quinn still being Quinn. She still has her best friend Jane, and everything is well. That's why I appreciate this show. They talk about topics that people deal with in high school and outside of high school too. Like, it is realistic scenarios that I have went through and I know other people went through. I love that this episode explored family dynamics, and not everybody has a traditional cookie cutter family. It went ahead and explored relationships, how to juggle through difficult conversations and situations, and how in turn impact the relationship negative. And if you don't talk it through and get a better understanding, it could meet the demise of your relationship. And I also like how showed how strong Daria and Jane's relationship is. They have a level of trust, and Daria knows that she can always go to Jane if she needs a opinion, a helping hand, or some guidance. Also, Daria learned a valuable lesson in this episode that she can go to her parents. She can talk to her parents. You know, don't be afraid. You might hear things that you don't want to hear, and they might hear things that they don't want to hear, but it's a two-way street. You have to be open with your communication so everybody can understand what the hell is going on. From the dark humor to the memorable characters to the music, I love this show. Share your thoughts down below. If I missed something, please let me know, because girl, I be forgetting stuff. Like, I just butchered a cosplay. Forgive me. I got to watch some more animes, obviously. If you want some more content from me, I have some videos underneath my anime talk, and I have some videos with my opinions that nobody asked for. So enjoy. I'm gonna find another episode to react to, and I will see you next time. Toodles.